Hey there, beautiful souls, and welcome, my magnificent Aries warriors, to Astrology Unlocked. I'm your guide on this cosmic journey, and today we venture into the very heart of the fire. Have you ever felt it? That bewildering tremor in your spirit, not from the chaos of the outside world, but from within your own fortress, that chilling realization that the ones you trusted to guard the gates, the ones you called your own tribe, are the very ones who have shaken the foundations of your heart. There are secrets, my dear Aries, that are never spoken aloud, yet you hear them screaming in the silence. You feel them in the sudden coldness of a room, in the hollow echo of a laugh that doesn't quite reach the eyes. Stay with me now, because the truth we are about to uncover together is a sacred fire. It is a flame that will not burn you, but will instead forge your spirit into something unbreakable, something magnificent. This journey will forever change the way you see the bonds you thought were unconditional. This is where we step into the shadows of betrayal, not to be consumed by them, but to reclaim the light that was always yours. This is where your true story begins. My powerful Aries, have you ever felt your warrior's heart falter, not from a worthy opponent on the battlefield of life, but from a quiet poison slipped into your cup within the safety of your own camp? This is the unique and devastating pain of betrayal, by those you call family, by those you call your own. The wound it creates draws no blood, yet it cuts deeper than any sword, right into the core of your fiery soul. These are the people who once sat at your table, who broke bread with you, who perhaps even held your hand and spoke your name with what you believed was love. Can you feel the truth in that? If this message is already resonating deep within your spirit, let the universe know you are here and ready to rise again by typing "I am mentally prepared for whatever comes, no matter how difficult it may be" in the comments below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and become part of our Astrology Unlocked community. We are on this journey together, and I want to make sure you never miss the cosmic guidance meant just for you. You see, I believe the deepest agony of a family betrayal doesn't come from the deceitful act itself, but from the shattering of a sacred trust. Family, for a warrior like you, Aries, is meant to be the one place you can lay down your armor, the one place where your fierce loyalty is met with equal devotion, the one place where your heart can be open without fear of attack. So when the hand that was meant to have your back instead holds a dagger, what you feel is not just disappointment. It is a profound cosmic disorientation. It feels as though the very ground beneath your throne has turned to dust. There are moments, I know, when you question yourself. Did I imagine that? Am I being too intense, too sensitive? Am I reading into things? Let me speak directly to your soul right now and extinguish that doubt forever. You are not crazy. Your warrior's instinct, that divine fire within you, knew the truth long before your mind could accept it. That strange restlessness that kept you from sleep, that sudden surge of adrenaline with no apparent cause, that deep, soul-level exhaustion that you couldn't explain, none of it was random. That was your spirit sounding the alarm. It was your internal radar, your divine inheritance, screaming that the perimeter had been breached. Your intuition has never ever failed you. Instead of letting this experience make you doubt your inner voice, let it stand as irrefutable proof that you carry a celestial gift, the ability to see the truth even when it's cloaked in darkness. The universe sees what was done in secret. Nothing, and I mean nothing, escapes the great cosmic ledger. Every whisper behind your back, every smile that concealed a hidden agenda, every handshake that was stained with jealousy, it is all seen, it is all known. You do not need to raise your voice in anger, my dear Aries. You do not need to confront them and drag them into the light. Because true justice, the most powerful and enduring kind, does not belong to the loudest warrior in the room. It belongs to the one whose inner light shines the most brightly. And one day that light, your light, will simply be, and in its presence, all shadows are forced to retreat. I want you to take a moment with me now. Place a hand on your heart. Take a deep, cleansing breath. Look back at the battles you have endured and see with absolute clarity that you are not and have never been alone in this darkness. The truths your family tried to hide, the secrets they veiled with envy or selfishness, they didn't come to you to break you. Oh no, they came to awaken you. Because sometimes the universe allows these deep wounds not to destroy us, but to remind us of the incredible, indomitable strength we carry within. It is a reminder that there is a higher power, a divine source that is always watching, always holding that warrior's helm of light above your head, never letting it fall into the mud. I know perhaps the most difficult part of this entire ordeal is not the act of forgiveness, but the agonizing process of accepting that the people you love, the ones you would have fought for, are the ones who caused you this pain. And in those moments of realization, the greatest temptation is to unleash the full force of your Aries fire. The urge to demand justice, to make them see the truth, to make them acknowledge the wrong they have done, can be all-consuming. But listen to me now, beautiful soul. True power, the kind that reshapes destinies, is not always found in the charge. Sometimes it is found in the strategic, powerful stillness. True justice does not need you to scream for it. Justice is your powerful silence. It is your steady, unwavering gaze. It is your conscious choice to hold your dignity when others have so clearly lost theirs. You see, your magnificent soul was not forged in the heart of a celestial star just to endure pain. It was forged to learn from it, to alchemize it, to learn how to stand rooted and powerful in the eye of the storm. Family wounds do not make you a victim, my dear Aries. They reveal you as a witness, and from that witness, you are destined to rise into a leader, a guide for others who have lost their way in the dark. Please do not for 1 second believe that this betrayal has diminished your worth. On the contrary, it has proven that the light within you, your natural Aries brilliance and leadership, shines so blindingly bright that others dwelling in their own shadows had to shield their eyes. They couldn't handle your radiance, so they tried to extinguish it. But you cannot extinguish the sun. Believe this: every tear you have shed is not in vain. They are not signs of weakness. They are liquid prayers, potent seeds of power, sown into the earth of your life, destined to blossom into a garden of justice at the divinely appointed time. You do not need to know when. You do not need to calculate or strategize in the way the world understands it. Your only task is to hold your light. The universe has seen it all, and it will return to you what is yours in ways so magnificent you could never even imagine. And if you are hearing these words today, right now, know that this is no accident. This is a cosmic appointment. It is a powerful reminder from the universe that you still have a grand path ahead of you, a path no longer chained to the lies and limitations of the past. Do not let this experience cause you to close your heart. Instead, let it teach you to open it with profound wisdom. You must remember, my dear Aries, that not all who share your blood belong to your soul's tribe. Some may share your lineage, but they do not share your light. And sometimes strangers who cross your path are more family than those you were born to for. They were sent by the universe to help you rise. In your powerful, intentional silence, you are rewriting your destiny in the most noble way imaginable. By stepping out of the chaos, you have chosen the path of true strength. Not the strength of loud resistance, but the unshakable strength of inner peace. And there will come a time, Aries, when your absence will echo with more power than any words you could have ever spoken. Your decision to walk away, to turn your focus toward your own brilliant future, will be like a bolt of lightning splitting the night sky. It will illuminate a truth that no one can deny. Because cosmic justice, though it may seem slow to our human eyes, has never once fallen asleep at its post. There are moments, aren't there, when you sit in the quiet of a room and you feel as if your heart is speaking a language that needs no words. You don't need anyone to confirm the truth for you. Every breath has grown heavier. Every dream has been a whisper from your soul. Every gut feeling has been a persistent knock on the door of your consciousness. Betrayal, no matter how skillfully it is hidden, always leaves a fracture in the energetic field around you. It alters the very rhythm inside your chest. And it is your body, your warrior's intuition, that sounded the alarm long before your logical mind could piece it all together. That is the most miraculous thing about your Aries intuition. It doesn't politely suggest, it roars like a fire. It's an internal siren that you may have tried to silence. You may have scolded yourself for being too intense, too suspicious. Yet you have never been wrong, have you? Your soul has always known. It has always recognized the truth, even when your eyes were presented with a well-crafted illusion. This is not a punishment. This is your greatest gift. The universe gave you this powerful intuition to protect you, to ensure you would not be forever trapped in the webs of deceit spun by those you once called your own. And yet I understand this truth is not an easy one to embrace. Family is the place we are taught to trust implicitly. When a sibling, a parent, or a relative turns their back on you, the pain is not just in the act itself. It is in the profound sense of being denied, of being cast out from the very circle that promised to protect you. It feels as though the foundation of your inner world has been ripped away, leaving everything you thought was stable and true trembling on the brink of collapse. You don't fall apart all at once, but you begin to feel that nothing is as solid as it once was. And then the warrior's temptation arises. Do I need to speak up? Do I need to force a confrontation to drag this truth into the light? That urge is so strong for you, my dear Aries, for your very nature is to meet challenges head-on. We humans often crave the validation of being proven right. But I want you to hear the deeper wisdom of the cosmos. True lasting justice does not require a battle cry. It arrives in a powerful, dignified silence. It is as gentle and persistent as flowing water, which can carve canyons through stone, and as enduring as the wind that shapes mountains over millennia. Picture this: a single vibrant wildflower pushing its way up through a crack in a concrete slab. It doesn't argue with the concrete. It doesn't waste its energy trying to shatter the stone. It simply grows quietly, persistently reaching for the sun. And in the end, its very existence, its beautiful and defiant bloom, is the ultimate proof of its strength. You, my beautiful Aries, are that flower. Your silence, your choice not to retaliate, your refusal to sow more seeds of chaos, that is the greatest testament to your power. In that focused stillness, those who once wove lies will see the truth revealed, for they cannot hide from their own actions forever. under the unwavering light of the cosmos. The universe sees what was done in secret. Nothing escapes its gaze. Though they may smile with false sweetness, though they may weave intricate stories to justify their actions, the source of all creation is watching. And it never ever forgets a wounded soul. You do not need to be the judge and jury. You only need to hold your dignity to keep your honor intact. The rest, the great cosmic rebalancing the universe, will complete on your behalf. I believe your absence itself is a thunderous message. By choosing not to engage in their drama, by refusing to scream, you have placed yourself on a higher ground. They can write 100 false narratives, they can whisper 1,000 justifications, but with one single moment of you standing in your authentic light, peaceful and whole, all of their words will collapse into the dust they are. Because true justice is not about revenge, it is about restoration. And that divine balance is already moving toward you day by day, breath by breath. I know you have endured sleepless nights, your mind racing, trying to understand why. Why would those you loved choose betrayal? Let me offer you a perspective that may bring you peace. It is not because you are unworthy. It is not because you failed to love them enough. In truth, it is because you were too radiant. Your generosity, your passion, your innate leadership, it was all too much for them to bear. You became a mirror, and your brilliant light exposed their own emptiness, their own shadows. And instead of being inspired to find their own light, they chose the destructive path of comparison, envy, and betrayal. But that, my beautiful warrior, is their lesson to learn, not yours. Their karma is not your burden to carry. You may now gently and permanently set down that weight. You do not need to strain for one more second to prove the truth. Remember this: justice does not arrive on the day you slam your fist on the table. It arrives on the day you turn and walk away in peace. When you choose your own serenity, when you make your inner peace your highest priority, you create a sacred space in your life. And into that sacred space, the universe places justice exactly where it belongs. And in that powerful silence, every chain that once bound you to their toxic energy is lovingly and decisively cut. Aries, you may not realize it yet, but this very moment is the dawn of your justice. Each time you refuse to be pulled back into the whirlpool of resentment, you are crowning yourself with an invisible wreath, the crown of dignity. Each time you choose powerful silence over a pointless dispute, you are teaching your soul that you are strong enough to stand in your own light without needing anyone else's validation. And the universe itself is watching you. Its hand is on your shoulder, whispering, "I see it all. I will take care of the rest." Your silence is not weakness. It is an ancient, formidable strength. It renders you untouchable. The betrayers can gossip, they can invent tales, but they cannot touch your peace. And one day, they will come face to face with the harvest of their own actions. Not because you sought vengeance, but because the universe is a perfect system of balance, and it always restores all things to their rightful place. So trust. Let justice move to its own divine rhythm. Do not rush it. Do not hunger for instant recognition. Let the truth speak for itself. For justice, my dear Aries, has never slept. And when it awakens, it will not only restore you, but it will raise you higher than you ever stood before. I invite you now, place your hand upon your heart once more and affirm this with me. I do not need to fight this battle. I do not need to rush. I choose my peace, and justice will find me. And believe that even now, as you sit here listening to these words, that justice is closer than you think. Soon you will see the light pierce the darkness, and in that moment, you will know that every tear you ever shed was collected by the universe to be returned to you in its most beautiful form: peace, recognition, and a new chapter washed clean and brilliantly bright. And then there will come a moment when justice touches your life, not with a loud, dramatic entrance, but with a quiet stillness that makes your heart tremble with a soft, knowing peace. You will realize that you never truly lost your warrior's helm. It was only tilted under the weight of betrayal. It was only dimmed beneath the shadow of their actions, but it never left you. Now, you will lift it gently, set it firmly back upon your head with a renewed and unshakable confidence. And in that very instant, another door will open. Not a door back into the painful past, but a grand gateway leading straight into the light that has always been waiting for you. And through that gate, you will walk with a purified heart, a steadfast soul, and an unshakable faith that what is meant for you will never ever be lost. Perhaps you have sat after all of this and asked yourself, what remains after such a profound loss? The answer, my beautiful Aries, is both simple and sacred. You still have yourself, and that is everything. Your dignity has not been stolen. Your capacity for love has not run dry. And your crown, your warrior's helm, has never truly fallen. It was only covered in the dust of their betrayal, by tears, by comparison, but it has always been there, waiting for you to lift it once more with pride. I believe that every loss does not steal our worth, but rather it grants us a masterclass in self-sovereignty. When someone wounds you, you are given a powerful choice. Will you let that wound harden into bitterness, or will you transform it into a sacred boundary of love, a boundary that protects your soul without causing you to lose your tenderness? In truth, this pain was never meant to turn your fiery heart to ice. It was meant to teach you to love yourself first, to be your own greatest champion, and then to open your heart again, but in the right place, to the right soul, to your true tribe. You have not lost your crown, Aries. You only need to lift it again from the dust and wear it. And do not think for a moment that it is warped or tarnished by what you have endured. It is those very scars that now make it radiant, for they carry the marks of your incredible resilience. Each time you chose forgiveness over retaliation, each time you held a powerful silence instead of creating chaos, that crown began to shine brighter still. And remember, the universe has never forgotten you. The universe restores what betrayal tried to steal. It crowns you with glory once more. If people can leave you disappointed, the divine source is the one who lifts you up, brushes off the dust, and places the crown back upon your head. Not so you can feel superior to anyone else, but to remind you that you have never been small in its eyes. You are a child of the cosmos, a celestial warrior of immense worth. And when you rise with that crown firmly in place, the world around you will begin to shift in miraculous ways. Doors that were once sealed shut will quietly swing open without you even needing to knock. Places and relationships that once felt suffocating will simply drift away in silence, and new opportunities, healthy connections, and a pure, supportive community will find their way to you. That is the cosmic reward for choosing the high path of dignity. Prepare your heart, my dear Aries, for ahead of you lie doors yet unopened. These doors are symbols of your brilliant future, a brand new chapter that is waiting to be written. And when you are ready, you will step through them, not with the hesitation of the wounded, but with the clear, bright eyes of the wise. Because now you know deep in your bones that nothing and no one can ever truly take away the light that has always belonged to you. It is time to close the door on betrayal, not with a slam of anger, but with a gentle, decisive click of acceptance, so that you no longer step out of the past as one carrying a heavy burden, but move forward as a soul that has been cleansed and forged in light. What has happened, the whispers, the false smiles, the deceit of it, is only a short chapter in your epic story. It is not the ending. It cannot and will not define you. I believe that every departure, no matter how painful, is truly the hand of the universe opening the way toward a purer community, a tribe where hearts that cherish you will stand beside you, not to steal your light, but to help it shine even brighter together. You see, bitterness only makes your heart heavier. It's like clutching a burning coal for so long that you forget you can simply open your hand and let it fall. You do not need to carry it to prove a point. Those who betrayed you, those unworthy of your loyalty, have already written their own chapter. Your part now is rebirth. Not a rebirth in the flames of hatred, but a rebirth in the light of self-love. You are not running from the past. You are simply leaving it behind as you advance toward your magnificent destiny, like a mighty river that never stops flowing to the sea. You have not just survived betrayal, Aries. You have been reborn through its fire. Listen to your breath right now. Each inhale is a new chance. Each exhale is a shard of the old falling away. And if you wish to make this ritual real, to anchor this transformation in your life, write down an affirmation, a declaration that your soul has been waiting to make. Let it be the key that opens the new door right here in the comments below. Let it be a blessing you release into the world. Do not see it as just a comment on a video. See it as a sacred ritual. This is the moment you alchemize your pain into power, your wounds into wisdom. I have seen so many beautiful souls carry the belief that betrayal is the end, that nothing good can lie beyond it. But let me remind you of a profound cosmic truth. The universe never ends your story in betrayal. It ends your story in rebirth. The universe did not write your life to finish in the shadows. It allowed you to walk through those shadows to prove one glorious truth: the light within you is infinitely greater than any darkness around you. And now, as that chapter has closed, the universe opens before you a new journey, a journey where opportunities and doors that are in perfect alignment with your warrior soul are swinging wide open. You may be surprised to notice that after leaving those old ties behind, your space becomes quieter. Fewer calls, fewer invitations, fewer people knocking at your door. Do not mistake this quiet for loss. In truth, it is the universe clearing the path. It is a sacred cleansing, keeping only those who truly belong in your life. The absence of noise is the presence of peace. And in that peace, you will hear the whisper of the cosmos more clearly guiding you toward your new destiny. I want you to picture your future as a vast, fertile garden. Betrayal was only the process of pulling the weeds. Yes, the process was messy. It disturbed the soil and left you feeling bare for a time. But through it, the soil was renewed, aerated, and made ready to receive far better seeds. And now, from that soil, new flowers will bloom, new fruits will grow, and you will find yourself stepping into a different community, a tribe of pure souls who come to you not out of envy, not to take advantage, but out of true, authentic love and respect for your fire. Let your heart open to what is new, my dear Aries. Remember, the truth does not free you merely by exposing the betrayer. It frees you by granting you the sovereign choice to begin again. You can choose bitterness, or you can choose peace. You can choose to remain in the shadows, or you can choose to walk boldly into the light. And I believe with all my heart that your soul is more than ready for the light. So let every affirmation you write today be like a door swinging open. Every word is a step forward. And as you write, you are not only speaking to yourself, but to the entire universe. It reads every word, it feels every thought, and it will respond by blessing you in its own perfect time. Remember this always: you are never defined by betrayal. You are defined by how you rise after it. And when you rise not only for yourself, but for all who have lived through the same fire. You become a lighthouse, proving that no one must live forever in the dark. This story does not end here, for a rebirth is never a final line on a page. It is only the beginning. And this is not the last chapter of our journey together. In our next video, you will discover why the true Aries warrior holds the divine spark that can ignite a new era for all of us. Because your journey, your healing, your rising, it is not only for you, it is for all of humanity. Like the river finding the ocean, like the spark finding the flame, like the soul returning to its grandest destiny. My beloved Aries, thank you for staying with me until the very end, for opening your fiery heart and truly listening. Your presence here is not by chance. It is a vital part of the healing journey the universe has prepared for you. I pray that from this day on, your heart may feel lighter, your soul may shine brighter, and every step you take be covered with blessings. May the universe grant you peace in every moment of rest, abundance, in every new day, and a true loyal love that will always find its way to you.